following episode depicts acts of violence and describes in detail reported speculation and alleged whereabouts of a missing person and unproven reports of actions taken by family members, friends, and other relations. Listener discretion is advised. Where did Waldemar Feliciano go? On a brisk fall morning in November 2005, Waldemar woke up in bed next to his girlfriend in his apartment on Eastern Avenue in Worcester. He got out of bed, put on a pair of jeans and a t-shirt and a baseball hat, and told his girlfriend he had to go make some calls. He left the room and has never been seen or heard from again.
Unsolved Worcester is brought to you by the following sponsors. Follow the crowd through the doors of Donut Homies and say hi to Haley Noel, the donut queen of Worcester's Canal District. This month, the specialty donut shop features special flavors like birthday cake and salted caramel cheesecake. Donut Homies is open inside the Worcester Public Market at 160 Green Street every Wednesday through Sunday at 11 a.m. Online ordering with delivery and pickup options is available at donuthomies.com. Follow Donut Homies on Facebook and Instagram for monthly menu drops, specials, and more. Donut Homies, everything sweeter with the homies.
Welcome to Unsolved Worcester. I'm your host, Dan Yeager. In today's episode, we share the unsolved missing person case of 19-year-old Waldemar Feliciano, one of 10 unsolved missing person cases we will share this season on Unsolved Worcester. Waldemar went missing in November 2005. Nearly 18 years ago, he left his apartment on Eastern Avenue and then vanished. Unsolved Worcester will take a deep dive every Tuesday and Thursday into unsolved murders and missing persons cases under investigation by the Worcester Police Department's Detective Unit. We will be looking to the past, to missing person cases that date back as far as the early 1970s and 80s. The most important question this season is, where are they? The approach to Unsolved Worcester is this: shine a light on each of these cases and put a life behind each missing person's name, provide a timeline of events and important details, and ask questions that still need to be answered. Our goal is to remind residents of the Worcester area, both past and present, that there are dozens of unsolved homicides and missing persons cases that need resolution. We hope we can be the spark needed to solve a case. Waldemar Feliciano was 19 years old when he disappeared on November 13th, 2005. He is Hispanic, about 5 feet 7 inches tall and 165 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. He has scars on his abdomen and left hand. A tattoo on his left arm has his name, Wally, and on his right arm, his mother's name, Myra. A tattoo on his right forearm had the words "Cry Now," and on the left forearm, "Laugh Later." The circumstances surrounding Waldemar's disappearance are highly unusual, to say the least. Police believe he was involved in gang activity and in the sale of illegal drugs. He had been arrested for drug dealing in the past, and that he may have had a falling out with other gang members. but to date, there's little evidence of a homicide and no sign of Waldemar's body. Waldemar went missing from his apartment at 63 Eastern Avenue. The street stretches from Central Street and Bell Hill past Belmont Street to Green Hill Park. For our listeners that have followed us since Season 1, the 100 block of Eastern Avenue is where the vehicle with Paul Majorana's frozen body stuffed in the trunk was towed from to Pat's Service Center, where Paul's body was discovered in 2000. And Waldemar's former apartment is just around the corner from Elliott Street, where Nereda Mendez's body was discovered in the woods behind Bell Pond in 1989. We will revisit Eastern Avenue later this season when we share the story of 5-month-old Marlon Santos, who went missing in November 1998. But back to Waldemar's disappearance. Waldemar's girlfriend told police that on the day Waldemar went missing, another man stormed into the Eastern Avenue apartment later that morning after Waldemar had left. The man flipped the mattress over, which she was still sleeping on. He searched the bedroom like he was looking for something specific, and then he left. She told police she had never seen the man before and didn't know who he was. Unlike some of the other missing persons cases we will explore this season on Unsolved Worcester, there's little information available on the circumstances surrounding Waldemar Feliciano's disappearance and what was happening in his young life when he vanished. And for a relatively recent case, it's fairly peculiar in comparison to some other missing person cases. But here's what we do know about Waldemar. He got in trouble with the police. He had been committed to DYS. He got into lots of physical fights, and police say he was associated with a local gang. But October 2003 to May 2004, Waldemar had been arrested 3 times on multiple charges, including resisting arrest, assault with intent to murder, armed robbery, receiving stolen property, and selling cocaine. But the trouble he got in didn't necessarily define Waldemar. He always stayed in touch with his family, his mother told the Telegram and Gazette in 2014. Clearly, he was loved by his family and friends. In December 2005, 1 month after Waldemar Feliciano went missing, his family reported him missing to the Worcester Police Department. They said it was unlike Waldemar not to call over the holidays. From Worcester, up north to Fitchburg and east to Framingham, Waldemar's mother put up missing person flyers hoping someone had seen him or could shed some light on where he went. Just days after his family reported him missing, Waldemar's mother, Mayra, who lived in Puerto Rico, received a call from a blocked number. It was one of Waldemar's friends. Waldemar's mother told the Telegram the friend said he thought Waldemar might be dead. A WPD detective told the TNG that the person on the other line told Mayra that Waldemar's body had been cut up into pieces and dispersed. But the reception was bad on the call, and the friend didn't provide any more information. When Worcester police found out about the phone call, they began investigating Waldemar's disappearance as a potential homicide. As the days and months moved forward, police interviewed individuals who may have had some issues with Waldemar in the past, but they learned nothing. There were rumors that Waldemar may have fled the city or ran off with another girlfriend and went to Florida. But to this day, those rumors were just rumors. And nearly 18 years later, there's still no answers and very few clues of where Waldemar went. If he is still alive today, Waldemar would be 36 years old. Thank you for listening. I'm Dan Yeager. If you enjoyed listening to this episode, please consider clicking the like button for us. And if you subscribe, the next episodes will show up in your feed. Click the bell on the right and you'll get a notification of when the next episode is ready. If you have any thoughts you'd like to share, please leave them in the comments below. We read them all, and we respond to as many as we can. Anyone with information about the whereabouts of Waldemar Feliciano are asked to contact the Worcester Police Detective Bureau at 508-799-8651 or send an anonymous text to 274-637. Write TIPWPD plus your message, or send an anonymous web-based message at worcesterma.gov/police. Come back on Tuesday as Season 3 of Unsolved Worcester continues with the Christmas 1982 missing person case of 58-year-old Marion Kurzweil, who may have left her Grafton Hill home in her bathrobe and with her favorite jewelry on, never to be seen again. Be sure to visit Unsolved Worcester on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Unsolved Worcester. Listen to all episodes for free at unsolvedworcester.com and on podcast streaming platforms including Spotify, Apple, Audible, and more. Special thanks to the Worcester Public Library, the Worcester Police Department, the City of Worcester, Ron Scott at New England Sky Picks, and our sponsors for making this possible. Information on the disappearance of Waldemar Feliciano was gathered from multiple resources, including the Telegram and Gazette, the Charlie Project, the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, and more. The Unsolved Worcester podcast music is provided by Tom LaBelzik of the Worcester Jazz Collective. This episode of Unsolved Worcester is written and produced by Pat Sargent. Drone footage provided by New England Sky Picks. Videography and editing by Colin Turner. Victim images are courtesy of the Worcester Police Department. Sponsorship information announcer Chandler Walsh. Be sure to check out the video for this episode with exclusive aerial views and more on our Unsolved Worcester YouTube page. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't miss another episode. Click the notification button to get alerts when new episodes of Unsolved Worcester drop. This program is supported in part by a grant from the Worcester Arts Council and the National Endowment for the Arts. To find out more about how National Endowment for the Arts grants impact individuals and communities, visit www.arts.gov.